Charlie Potter, go ahead.
Hey, Landon. I guess first things first, wanted to ask you what's the story behind that bumper that Najee Harris has been sharing on Instagram? I figured you knew that was coming, but what's the story behind that?
The story is, let's make a long story short. Basically, a while back, my bumper was ripped off while my truck was getting worked on, towed somewhere. Couldn't really figure out what happened to it, but to be safe to me and other drivers, I decided to take it off because it was a hazard, and the railroad tie was a cost-effective method to keep some sort of bumper-esque device on the front of my truck.
James Ogletree, over to you.
Yeah, Landon, along the same lines with your truck, Max said a couple weeks ago you're pretty good at fixing cars and fixing all kinds of things. Where does that come from?
I just enjoy. I don't know if it stems from just problem solving or just kind of, it's fun things to figure out that are useful in life later on. It's just something that I can tinker with that I enjoy. I guess you could call it a hobby if you want, but it's just something I enjoy doing in, the free time I have.
Michael Casagrande, go ahead.
Elena, what's the mood of the team, would you say, at this point in the season as you enter this Kentucky game?
I think the mood of the team is great. We're eager to play. We're really kind of what I would describe right in the middle of the season. We have a lot of good football left to play, and I think everybody's excited about it.
Tyler Waldrop, over to you.
I just wanted to ask what it feels like coming off 2 off weeks. I know that's kind of strange, and then just in general, does this season feel weird compared to your past years still, or now that you're kind of in the routine, does it feel more normal?
I think if you just approach it with the idea of, be where your feet are, and you can only really control the things that we can control. I mean, games being postponed or schedules moving around, we can't control that. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. We come here every day with an open mindset. We're just ready to work and get better.
AP Stedham, over to you.
Hey, Landon, how are you?
Good.
Good. Landon, you mentioned something about getting better. Where has the team gotten better, or any specific player you'd like to talk about today?
Oh, I'll just talk about in general. We've played a good amount of football games so far this year, and it's really just, refining our craft and, doing things until we can't do them wrong instead of, doing things until we get it right. It's at this point where, we just really work on consistency, fundamentals, details, technique every day, and just focus on, getting better as players individually, as a team as a whole.
Any other questions? We're going to go over to Charlie.
Yeah, Landon, just about this game, what have you seen from Kentucky's defense during film study?
Kentucky's got a really good defense, especially looking at their front seven. They have big guys who are explosive, powerful. They have, linebackers, same way. They come downhill, they hit people. Really solid defense. That's really all I can say. They have a good defense, a good team, a good group of athletic guys that play good football.
Any other questions for Landon? All right. Thank you, Landon. We'll be bringing up Christian Harris here in a moment. We're here with Christian Harris, and we'll open it up for questions. First up, Charlie Potter.
Hey, Christian, just wanted to ask you about Kentucky's offense and what stands out about them, especially their rushing attack with their running backs and quarterbacks.
Yeah, Kentucky has a really great offense. They have a really good quarterback who's able to, throw the ball and run the ball. And I think that presents a really good challenge for us, being that, a lot of the teams that we play, they might not have had as many QB runs as this team does. So, it makes you have to focus more on your gap control and stuff like that. So I think it'll be a good challenge for us.
Tony Sakalis, over to you.
Yeah, Christian, just going against them in practice, what have you seen from Najee Harris? How hard is it to tackle him in open space? And then how much does that mismatch kind of translate into the receiving game when he catches the ball in open space? How hard is it to stop him?
It is very challenging because Najee is incredibly large and fast, which is unusual. But it does make us better every day, being able to go against him. It does make it a little better when you go to the games. It gives you a little bit more confidence. He wins some battles, I win some battles, but he's a great athlete. He can do it all.
Thanks.
We have time if there are any other questions for Christian. Edwin, Stanton, go ahead.
Hey, Christian, just talk about, the last 2 weeks and what y'all have done, just getting ready and then having the disappointment of the LSU game getting postponed and how that affected y'all.
Well, I think we handled it pretty well. Like Landon said, being where your feet are. That's just kind of how we approached it. We took it as an opportunity to just come into practice and find something to get 1% better at every day. So that's just how we approached every single day.
Tyler Woldrop, you're up.
I just wanted to ask Coach Saban yesterday. He mentioned that to him it felt more like Week 11. I'm just curious. Does it feel that way to you? Does it feel like the regular season should be wrapping up, or does it feel like that? You're about to play your 7th game.
I would say that having an all SEC schedule is a little bit tougher on the body, and usually might not feel this way until later on in the season. But as far as like it being Week 7, I still think it's like Week 7. I think I'm handling it pretty well, and we're handling it pretty well as a team. So,
AP Stedham, over to you.
Hey, Christian. Christian, what was your strong suit coming into the season, and where has been your growth and development up to this point?
I think one thing I think I did pretty well with before, coming into the season was, really being in the run game, understanding my gaps. Last season, I started to understand that week by week, and I think I've continued to improve on that. I've been trying to improve my coverage as well, and mainly communication. Being able to know what my assignment is, but not just my assignment, everybody else's assignment. So I can be able to, help, with Dylan also, help everybody else line up and put them in a position to execute.
Back over to Tony Sakalis.
Yeah, with so much time like between games, how much improvement have you seen from maybe some of the younger defenders just across the defense?
Each and every one of them have improved every day. Also, being that like we're coming up on our 7th game, they've gained a lot of confidence. And the competition that we go against with our offense in practice, it kind of also boosts up your confidence a little bit. With our younger DBs having to go against Smitty and earlier in the season going against Waddle and having to try to stop Najee. It makes you better every single day. You don't have a choice. You got to bring your A game every day. So, yeah, they're looking pretty good.
All right. Thank you, Christian. That's all the questions we have today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.